327 names on this memorial wall now. Each one of them has a story behind them. And today we got to learn about the 3 new ones that were added this year.
It hurts. It rips off whatever scab may have formed on that hole in our hearts.
It was a ceremony honoring all officers in the state of Washington who gave their lives for public safety. At this ceremony, 3 new names were added to the Spokane Law Enforcement Officers Memorial.
Special Agent Timothy Ensley, Detective Derek Focht, and Officer Diego Moreno.
Family, friends, fellow officers, and others in the community gathered to pay their respects. Moments of heartfelt memories.
A memorial such as this, it's just one more event where we remember, it reminds us of everything that our officers have missed out on.
And honoring lives given in service.
It's important for the community, and it's important for society as a whole, that we always remember and honor their service and sacrifice.
To further remember the service of these individuals, the Spokane Police Department announced a new project. It's the Spokane Fallen Officers Memorial Project.
To further commemorate and honor those that have given their life to our community.
Project members will march with the posters in the Armed Forces Parade on May 18th.
To introduce to the community each and every officer in Spokane County that has given their life.
Meidel says it's another way to continue the honor of those who served. In Spokane, Shayna Waltower, KREM 2 News.